all in a lecture series of our PPCM. In today's lecture, we have taken CPM updating as our topic. So you already know that we have three phases in a project. First is planning, second is scheduling, and third one is controlling. In controlling part, we compare at regular interval the actual achievement with the original plans and taking necessary action corrective to bring this back on schedule. So this is the part of controlling. If all activities are progressive according to the schedule, then there is no need of updating. But if our activity is delayed due to any reason, then we have to revise duration of unfinished activity which is delayed due to any reason. The network diagram has been redrawn. So this is the process of updating, and here we given name CPM updating because CPM is a numerical technique which project management can use aid in the planning, controlling and scheduling of any type of project. Okay, so let's see some points we have given in CPM updating. The process of reviewing the progress of project execution and redrafting the network according to latest requirement is called updating. So this is the definition of updating. During redrafting, schedule dates are revised, new critical path appear, hence project priorities may be change or may change. When we redrafting the schedule dates, so critical path is also changed. Hence, agar critical path is changed, then our project priorities is also changed. Third point, crashing of new critical activities may be required to make project on schedule. Fourth, updating is necessary to compensate for deviation in actual execution of works and original plan. So these are the sentence which we have given for the CPM updating. Last sentence is, during the process of the updating, neither activities are deleted and nor new activities are added. Means when we update our network, then we have to change timing only. We are not add some activities here or delete activities here. Actually what happened, when the project is partially completed, so is at an intermediate stage, it may be possible time duration originally assigned for some activities were erroneous, means may be given wrong, or the planner may himself feel it desirable as a result of experience, or he may be enriched with additional information to reconsider and re-establish duration times of activities. Okay, now data required for updating. So for update our network, we have required original network calculation chart, stage at which updating is being done, that is a point in time of updating, execution position of the project at this stage, and last is the new information and knowledge which will affect the duration time of the activities to be performed. So these are the data required before updating the network. Now steps in the process of updating. First step is describe the point in time at which updating is to be done according to the original plan. Record what has happened actually till the updating point, means it is not necessary updating is done in the first part or the starting part, maybe it is done in the mid of the network, last of the network. That's why we have to follow these steps for updating process. Third one, summarize the knowledge attained in the tabulate form as given below. So in third stage we have to summarize this table, in which we have find activity, whether completed or not. If completed, then you have to write yes. If you have write yes, then time taken for completion. In third column, if in progress, additional time required for the completion. And the fourth column, completion required for activities yet to begin. After summarize, you have placed the activity. So the information contained in the updating table onto the original network, this is done by there are some points: assigning the time of update as the earliest occurrence time for the tail event of the project. Means after completing the table, you have to place the values and update the original network. Second one, allotting a zero time duration for all activities which have been completed. Third, entering the remaining estimate duration of those activities which are in progress. And fourth, entering the estimated duration based on new knowledge of activities which are still to be commenced. So these are 4 points you have to done in the step place. Now last is the perform. Calculation of earliest occurrence time and latest occurrence time, and mark these on the network known as the update network. So these are the process of updating or steps of process of updating. Now we have one cycle, this is called updating cycle. In updating cycle we have seen clearly, first we have to replan, reschedule the project network, issue direction, execute the project. After execution you have to record and assess the progress, report progress, and compare progress to schedule it is satisfactory. If it is satisfactory, then you have to execute the project and project is completed. If this is not satisfactory, then again you have to replan and reschedule. So this is the updating cycle, and this is trial and error method. So you have to go like this. Now when to update? Updating should be more frequent for shorter duration project. Means if your project is for a shorter duration, then you have to update that part of the network. So it is frequently update the shorter duration project. For larger duration project, frequency should be increased as project is nearing completion. Means if project is large and you have to update that project as our 75 or 80% work is completed. Whenever major change in the duration of any activities occurs, then updating should be done. And if change in estimate duration occurs, updating is essential. So these are the steps, process of updating, and when to update the networks we have seen. And this chapter is the CPM updating. So in this manner you have to update our network. So this lecture is over, guys. We meet with another topic in our next lecture. Thank you.